Hi, my name is John Zanowski, and my intention is to help you see your business better. I'm going to show you how we've done that for many years. And my goal at the end of this conversation is to offer you a gift. And the conversation here will be about the gift. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to share the screen. I'm sure we can cut that, share. So weekly accounting is a system designed to help you see your business better so you can achieve your business goals. I say it's named weekly accounting, which is funny because I say that accountants or CPAs in particular, it seems like they have a license to do your books in a way that doesn't help the business. And I believe that's true. That's true because it was their intention is to keep you compliant with tax and GAAP. As I said, our intention is to help you see your business better. By doing this for many years and helping 5 companies get from single digits to $100 million in revenue, and then launching a $100 million fund in the emerging consumer space, we've identified. Okay, let's get rid of all that. What we do is that the focus of the system is what you expect a great CFO to do. To illuminate the contribution engine. We'll explain what that is in a second. To analyze the trends in your unit economics and to forecast profitability and cash flow. I say things like, don't hire a CFO until you implement a CFO system. Sadly, most CFOs don't know how to implement systems. I'm an electrical engineer. I have a master's in electrical engineering, and I worked on radar and sonar systems for GE when I was right out of college before going to Harvard Business School. I've been working in the internet as a CFO for 25 years. This is what our system does. We pull data from every business application, we build the weekly data warehouse, and then we build the perfect row set for your business. The row set is like an income statement. That's a row set. Your balance sheet is a row set. Your cash flow statement is a row set. The 3-statement model was invented in 1494 when most people thought the world was flat. Since then, most accountants have really just made more rules for that system. We've invented what we call the 4th statement, the statement of economic quality. That's where we instrument the contribution engine. Every business, the great thing about the income statement, the cash flow statement, and the balance sheet is it's common across every business. What nobody has done is double click on revenue and think, hey, what's common across all businesses? Well, we have. All businesses have an audience that they could potentially reach. All businesses have an audience that they get exposed to on a periodic basis. Weekly is a good way to measure things. From that point, they go through a sales funnel. We can watch deals move through the sales funnel and then get to new and repeat customers. From that data, I can tell what your unit economics are. We look at your unit economics weekly, monthly, and on an average quarterly basis, average weekly per quarter basis. And then we also look at it cumulatively, in a sense, turning lifetime gross profit versus CAC into a balance sheet metric. When we do this, here's the row set for direct-to-consumer businesses, just because it's easy to understand. But it's written in a language that while you're reading this, think about your business. We've done this in healthcare companies. We've done it for dentist's office. We've done it for SaaS businesses. We've done it for virtual worlds. We've done it for lead generation companies. We've done it for education companies. We're working with over 200 companies now, and companies on our system have raised over $200 million in the last 18 months. When we build this, we focus on building the minimum set of metrics that we need to instrument the contribution engine. To do that, what we do is we build a weekly data warehouse. We take data from every business application. So in a sense, weekly accounting does accounting for all your business data. So we can look at it and report on it and budget by it weekly for every metric that's relevant at level 1. We'll talk about what happens at level 2 and level 3 at the end. And that'll be the real power. All the integrated financial models look this way, a bit easier to understand. We take your historical your historical results, and we use them to base your future assumptions on. This helps us avoid what we call the founder delusion syndrome. The founder delusion syndrome is believing that magic could happen. we've just seen so many businesses is that sometimes magic does happen, but it's usually right when the revenue stream starts and not 18 months into it. So then we take that same row set from the integrated financial model and we build Monday morning metrics. You can definitely do this yourself and you don't need us to do this, but we've become such experts in it that we really want to give this to every business on QuickBooks Online. That's why we're giving it as a gift. We'll tell you more about the gift in a second, but we build the weekly metrics. When you start to see your business weekly, the old ways of seeing your business will seem quaint. Most businesses are very different on Sundays than they are on Tuesdays. As I understand it, churches do better on Sundays and Chick-fil-A probably does better on Tuesdays. So when we look at it this way, we start to align every member of the team. When you put the right data in front of an empowered team, they get better. Now I'm going to show you the process for implementation. It sounds expensive because it used to be, but it's not. So when we're first introduced to a company, we generally say that their data quality is troubled. And that usually feels like we won't know what our revenue is until the books are closed. We can get people to functional pretty quickly. We just get access to your systems and we put it in front of you. That starts a feedback loop. It's two reasons that you'll have the feeling like, where'd you get that data? Is that right? One, we might have pulled the data incorrectly and we'll fix that. We can only tell that with your interpretation of the data. The other thing that happens is we're using the system incorrectly. And if we tweak the system a little bit, then we get to integrate. Those two things, we get to integrate it. And that's when you trust the data that's flowing through your weekly metrics. It's the right row set for your team and it's automated. And that means you know where to focus your attention. Should you be spending more time on sales or should you be spending more time generating leads or servicing clients? Where should you allocate your limited attention? Then when you're trying to do this at scale, especially for businesses with people and cogs, and that's services businesses, much like our own and like many of our clients. Just tell a therapist's office is we can skip that part of it. So, well, for business, and then we get to the last part, world-class. This is especially important for businesses with people who are providing the service. And that's what we say is to make the unit of work self-aware. What that means is that we want every role in an organization to have an intention and a row set that they're measured by that we can look at every single week. And if everybody in the organization is running on that, is seeing the business through the eyes of the Monday morning metrics on the weekly accounting platform, then that's when we start to align the goals of the business with what the people do day to day. When you put the right data in front of an empowered team, they get better. This is one of our clients just last year, had raised $30 million and brought us in here. It takes about 8 to 12 weeks in this kind of situation to get data from all the complicated systems. It's much easier for Shopify businesses, for example. But this business had quite a bit of systems that they were using, and they had 100 therapists. And so as we got to when we started trusting the data and understanding what it meant that everything they were doing, they would have to change. And then they made those changes. And it was really easy to see and it was really easy to communicate. So that's why I say when you put the right data in front of an empowered team, they get better. So at this point, there isn't much more I can say to convince you to do this. It's something that you'll understand and want to see. Or if you have questions, you can talk to somebody on my team. But then when you click get your free gift, we'll do an initial business review and we'll build this slice of the weekly accounting platform for you. Well, if you connect your QuickBooks here at the bottom of the page, and then we will build the weekly data warehouse and build an integrated financial model. And then I will sit with you and talk with you about your business and talk to you about what your goals are and what some of the challenges that you're seeing. And then from there, we could understand what you need and we could put together a proposal. We do basic bookkeeping for very little money. We have an offshore team. You can keep your own bookkeepers. And in fact, in this company, The system worked without us actually touching any of the data at all. This was just me talking to the CEO, talking to the head of FP&A, and talking to the data person, and then facilitating a weekly meeting for a little bit. And this kind of client is about $7,500 a month. It's usually handled by one of the CFOs on my team that I've trained, who have been working with me some as long as 15 years and 12 years. And these are people experienced in this language and this system and this methodology for implementing change across an organization. I included in every proposal is a poem that sort of explains everything here. It's called The Intention and the System. And it starts with an intention and it turns into the word. Sample progress in a row set, precise like hummingbird. Compare the row set to intention and accounting every week. Make predictions for the future. The system then will seek. If it's not good, then you will know exactly what to do. Your mind or the system has to change, and the fix is up to you. So I'd like to give you the gift. Connect your QuickBooks. We'll build an integrated financial model in the first slice of the weekly data warehouse, and you'll be on your way to seeing your business better. Thanks.